Hello Aquarius, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we are going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Aquarius for the week of December 6th. Now Aquarius, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Now Aquarius, I do not offer personal readings, so if you get a message from someone, that's not me, that's someone impersonating me. Please do keep that in mind. And I do daily content on my Instagram, so you'll want to check that out if you're on that platform. But with all of that said, let's go ahead and get into this reading here. See what we have that wants to come forward for you. Now, if this message resonates, please do consider hitting that like button so other people can see the video. Subscribe for future updates and drop a comment to let me know what you think. All right, Aquarius, let's see what we have here for you. Cool, make sure everything's in view here and we'll get right into it. All right, looks good enough to me. Energy on the bottom, you have the Five of Wands. So this card talks about conflict potentially brewing in your life. You may be dealing with a conflict with another. I do want to say this may not be for everyone. There may be a conflict between mother and father here going on, between maybe you and your parents, or between your parents, or I think it's between you and your parents, maybe your traditional family unit. Something like that, or significant either feminine or masculine here in your life could be going on. I'll get into why I feel like maybe that's happening for some of you. For others of you, there's an internal conflict about something happening, and that is certainly the case here occasionally with the Five of Wands. Now it does say that if you can win the spar, if you can win the battle, you are given the victory of the Six of Wands, which comes after it. And so for you, it's like not a time to give up. And yeah, I feel like if it might even be a good moment here for you to stand your ground if you feel very strongly on what it is that you're, in the middle of dealing with here. It may be a very good idea here to stand your ground on something, okay? You also here have you have a really nice reading right away that jumped out to me when I pulled the cards. The Empress and the Emperor, that's the mother and the father archetype in the tarot, and so that's why I'm feeling like with this conflict going on could be something there. But right away in the middle you have this Empress card. All right, so this is not only is this the traditional mother archetype that I've talked about, but it's actually the most abundant card in the tarot because this is a card of fertility and prosperity. And so it talks about taking something and growing something, really something that you've nurtured for a long time, growing into full bloom here with the Empress. It's also Venus energy, as you see here. Venus is the planet of beauty and love, but it's also the planet of luxury and wealth. And so you get that energy as well here. You may also, this is a card of potentially healing as well. You may want to nurture yourself in some ways and do things to relax, do things to, take your time on whatever it is that you're dealing with this conflict. Like, don't rush into it. Don't charge into the battlefield blindly. You want to really take your time on something as well here with that energy showing up. So in the past, you have the Ace of Swords, the Fool, and the Page of Swords. Now this Ace of Swords is a very welcome sign. It's a good card. This is the energy of triumph and victory. This is a major success that brings about a new beginning. The clouds in the background clearing, making a way for a new you, a new beginning. You may feel in the past year that you've needed to find your words around something. This can talk about mental clarity, clarity of speech, clarity in any area. And so you may have been feeling like you've needed to find your words on something for some reason. Like maybe there is an argument going on here, okay? Because you also do have this Page of Swords, which is somebody who's potentially annoying you. This is maybe somebody who has an immature energy about them. Doesn't matter what age they are or really what gender they are. This is just maybe somebody who's like maybe even young at heart, but more so like maybe somebody who's annoying you, very intelligent, But yeah, this Page of Swords can be disappointing news or news of delays as well. So I'm going to try to keep this, I'm going to try to steer this reading around into something positive though, as I like to do here on YouTube. Yeah, there may be something, but there's also major victory with the Ace of Swords, an incredibly good card indicating breakthroughs. There's abundance here. And now you also have this Fool energy, which is an even bigger new beginning than any ace could provide in the tarot, because this starts off all of the tarot. It starts off the Fool's journey or the hero's journey through the major arcana into something new, into something big, taking a step out or a leap out into the unknown, leap of faith energy, going forward without attachments to what was or what could have been, and really viewing the world as if you were a child again. You know, it could be that some of you are wanting a new start here. You know that there's this new start brewing. You know that this new start is good for you. Maybe somebody doesn't understand. Maybe somebody doesn't understand. And at the end of the day, you know, you have to do what's right for you, Aquarius, and make the steps that are important for you here to the best of your ability. So in your current situation, you have the Death card, the Empress, and the King of Pentacles. So we'll start off with this Death card. You know, this is the most misunderstood card in the tarot. This is a card, and you have the Temperance card after it, which I really like to see. This card speaks of change. This does not foretell death or dying. This signifies potentially, like if you really want to look at it from like a meta, sort of really deep perspective, a part of you dying, the old part of you, the old Aquarius being let go of and making way for the new Aquarius to come in, right? This is butterfly transformation energy, right? Yeah, and moving forward here, birthing, rebirth, all of those sorts of things with the Death card. And so there's a change here on the horizon, and it could mean that you are looking to increase your harvest, increase your abundance, get a new beginning. That's really what I'm feeling like here. You know, I do want to say we have powerful energies here with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcana and an ace and a king. There are big themes in this reading, something big changing here. You have this King of Pentacles as well. You know, you making smart choices, practical choices, but really on a different level. The King of Pentacles talks about, it's the energy of if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And this person has achieved success by doing just that. They stick to what they know, they stick to their routines, and they stick to what they've been doing to achieve success. Now, on another level, this King of Pentacles talks about maybe like you really needing to do something new because you've been doing the same thing over and over again. And that would certainly be the case here with an ace, a fool, and the Death card, right? And so there is definitely something that you want to break yourself out of. And this could even be causing like an inner conflict or something like that to happen. In the future here, you have the Emperor, the Seven of Cups, and the Temperance card. So it's interesting because that you very rarely do we see this Emperor, Empress energy in my readings, at least. And so, you know, that I feel like right off the bat is mother-father energy. It could also mean if you're here for romantic messages, a power couple type of deal. But I actually am getting like the parents energy here for some reason. And the Emperor, though, is a very good sign in business. It's a very good omen if you own a business, if you are, you know, working and you're looking to excel at the workplace, step into leadership roles, anything like that. So definitely like to see that. You do have this Seven of Cups here as well, which is potentially feeling overwhelmed by the amount of choices and options at hand. There is this feeling of overwhelm, even though we have very good cards. It might have just been that we started off with this Five of Wands. At the end of the day, though, with the change of the Death card, you get a period of renewal. Okay, the Death card doesn't imply negative change, but change is taxing, it is scary, it is challenging sometimes. And with that, that's why the Temperance card comes after it, because it's a major card of healing. You have two pretty big cards of healing energy as well. So working through relationship issues, maybe working through healing something in your life, anything like that. But let's go ahead and see what we get here to clarify. If you're enjoying this, hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already, drop a comment to let me know what you think, and maybe share this video with a friend. Also really appreciate you being here. Thank you for spending your time with me, and check out my website. There's a link to that in the description below. You can sign up for my email list. All right. You have Holy Amethyst, divine alchemy, move beyond current challenges, focus on what you desire. And you have an incredibly good card here with Lord Ganesh, infinite abundance, obstacles are being removed, spiritual support and connections are increased. Most abundant card in this oracle deck, most abundant card in the tarot with the Empress. Something's lining up here for you, Aquarius. You also have Master Jesus. Forgiveness, you are on the path of light, love, and forgiveness. Father healing is possible at this time. Okay, so father healing energy here, something to do with maybe a masculine, an important masculine in your life, but you know, you also have this ask for help from others. You may be literally talking to somebody or reaching out to somebody about something. Sorry about that, Aquarius. Someone actually just asked for help from me, if you heard the phone ring there, so my apologies. But so you have this ask for help from others card, reaching out to somebody else here, potentially to help you with the situation. You could be talking with a therapist or somebody who may be a specialist in helping you see something in a new way. You have this improving health card as well, so I love to see that. And no, you're setting a boundary here. You're setting a boundary with, I feel like potentially family unit or mother-father energy, some like family energy here, where I see you setting a firm boundary. No means no. This is what I mean. I meant what I said type of energy here. And this may even quite literally improve your health. You know, it may be even like the health of thoughts, the health of, you know, healthy, like you might be improving your position in some ways as you set this boundary. So let's see what else we get here. Let's pull some additional cards to see what other message wants to come forward. Okay, so you have the Seven of Cups, you have the Three of Cups, and you have the Knight of Cups. Wow, all these cups energies. We're dealing with emotions here. We're dealing with, you know, intuition, insight, potentially relationships. But I feel like it's definitely relationships. I wasn't getting a romantic energy at all from this reading. I was really getting like, you know, familial relationship in some way. But you do have this Knight of Cups here, which is potentially arrivals of happy events, potentially someone new coming into your life unexpectedly here, as it's in the lower row. And so that would not be something that you were expecting to happen, obviously unexpectedly, but something like, you could be meeting somebody here. And this could be within a group situation. What I really feel like is happening is as you sort of... like there's clearly this new beginning that we've been talking about in this reading over and over again with the Ace of Swords and the Fool, the Death card. I feel like as you maybe either move to a new place or get started on this new beginning, you'll either find a friend group or your happiness will improve in some ways with the Knight of Cups and the Three of Cups. With the Seven of Cups here, you know, you may be feeling overwhelmed. What you have here in the future, again, that card coming in once again here in the future. And so you may be feeling overwhelmed in that you know something new starting, but at the same time you have to deal with something else here as well. So in the middle you have the Knight of Swords, the Ace of Cups, and the Magician. So I love that energy. We now have two aces, but another card indicating these new beginnings. Sound like a broken record, but this is what's happening here. So as you're healing relationship energy between you and your family unit, or you are making a move that brings in a new relationship in some ways here with that Ace of Cups, is what I'm strongly feeling for many of you Aquarius people here. There could also be a situation where, you know, if you're in a relationship, you are, the healing part is like, it could mean like doing something new with your partner, doing something new in a new way, like trying to spice it up or fix things, doing something like that type of energy that I'm feeling here, especially with the Magician as well, which is manifestation. It's also action, and you have, it's action because the Magician in their shadow can have a tendency of being lazy. It's Mercury energy as well, communicating on something in a healthy way. I do feel like maybe some of you are working on that as well, but the Magician is a major card of saying that you have all of the tools here on the table. Everything is at your disposal to bring this situation into being. You just have to now take action and do it. And so that is especially the case here with the Knight of Swords as well, a card of seizing the day, a call to action, taking advantage of opportunities. What else do we have here? Six of Cups, the Five of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords. So this energy showing up here for you is talking about how you may be, there's this thing here in this reading where this new beginning is like yelling. It's like jumping out off of the screen here on this video. New beginning, new beginning, new beginning. But there's this part of you here that's dipping their toes into the past with the Six of Cups. And this could mean that like maybe some of you are looking to quite literally move and you're afraid to like leave family situation. Maybe you're making a big move in some ways, like taking a job like in a different state, city, something like that. And like some of you maybe are dipping your toes into the past. Some of you are rehashing past arguments, past situations with people, something like that. And I feel like this is representing a blockage for you. And as soon as you work through that, you're given the abundance of Lord Ganesh, you're given the abundance of the Empress, you're getting all of these cups energies, these aces. All of these new beginnings here are coming in as you work through this blockage. You have the Five of Pentacles as well with the Seven of Cups, really dipping into like the overwhelming feeling is the other kind of blockage that I'm picking up in this reading with the Seven of Cups twice and the Five of Pentacles, indicating that like maybe you're not feeling like you are worthy, but you absolutely are. You're worthy of getting this new start, this fresh start, this new beginning here. And so it's maybe just an issue of like reorganizing thoughts, working through some negative thoughts or something like that here around the move or around the change in some ways. You also have this Queen of Swords and the Temperance card. At the end of the day here, you will cut through the drama, and I feel like what's going on is you're going to embrace healing energy in some ways and really get a new start, work through something here with somebody. And yeah, that's kind of what I'm feeling here. The Queen of Swords is somebody who takes their sword, cuts through any drama, any challenges that are standing in their way. This could be you showing up here in a big way as well as an Aquarius sign. Very, very similar energy here. You have the Two of Cups. This is about relationships. This reading is about relationships, and I don't even feel like it's romantic. I feel like it's platonic or family energy or something like this going on, like either between a friend or family member is what I meant to say there. And so for some of you, this is what I feel like is going on. What else do we have here? Okay. So you have the Coffin card, the Family Room, Despair, Distant Horizons, Occupation, and Bad Health. Yeah, Family Room can't be any more clear. This is one of these readings where everything just keeps coming in. It's like, this is what I meant, this is what I meant, this is what I meant. The universe is not joking around here in this reading. So yeah, endings here with either a family member, going your separate ways. And at the same time, I feel like this is probably a welcome situation because the health of that relationship may be needing mending. I do ultimately see you doing that. So thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already. Drop a comment to let me know what you think. Maybe share this video with a friend. I'll see you in the next one.